fox40.com and search keywords Daily Deal. Paul, I know you're talking smart money this morning.
I am, and that right there, some pretty smart money. That make a great stocking stuffer, I think, for an airplane fan on your shopping list. We are joined once again by Keith Springer, our Fox 40 financial analyst. Keith, welcome back.
Great to be here.
I love this segment. You stick around on Wednesdays, and we have viewer questions. And here's our first one. Somebody writes, housing prices are down and interest rates are incredibly low. Should I think about buying rental properties as an investment? Is this a unique opportunity right now?
I think it's a little bit past. The problem with right now, we've had low interest rates for a long time. Mortgage rates have been very, very low for several years. A lot of the money is already into the mortgage market. What you have to worry about now is rents coming down. There's been so much speculation on people buying for rentals for that rents are eventually going to come down because the disparity between buying a home and rents are a lot wider than they usually.
I hadn't thought about that. If there is a housing boom after this bust, people are going to be buying houses and getting out of rentals.
Yeah,
so,
and demographics point to a slowdown again in real estate another year or two, so be careful with that one.
Okay, here's just a great question. I don't know how much time it's going to take to answer it, but let's get to really an important one. The question is, how do I figure out how much money I need to retire? How do we figure that out?
Well, the easiest way is to inherit money, and then you're okay. As long as you can inherit,
problem solved.
Yeah, basically, a lot of experts believe you should expect to spend 75 to 85% of what you earn now. For my clients, I always say you're going to spend what you spend now because you're going to have more time on your hands. You're going to want to do all the things you want to do. So there's three things you really need to know. You need to know where your assets are and which assets you have, what age you want to retire, which is really important, and your budget, what you're going to spend. If you're going to need 100% of today's dollars, pick a year when you want to retire reasonably. You can't just say, gee, I want to retire tomorrow. If it's not reasonable, you can't do it.
Yeah.
And figure out your assets. There are some online calculators, but really go see an expert. We do that for our clients all the time and sort of just go out there and try to find out and do a calculation. I have some very sophisticated software.
Yeah.
A lot of advisors do too. So make sure you use somebody that knows what they're doing.
And you end up, then you start messing with the numbers. Well, okay, what if I retire 5 years later? What if I can trim my budget by X? And so.
And then you decide how much your assets need to earn. You've got to keep that in mind because you don't want to take too much risk.
Not a simple question to answer.
Yeah, I actually talk about this a lot on the radio show.
Okay, yeah, a radio show Sundays.
11 a.m.
11
Smart Money
a.m.
with Keith Springer, 11 a.m.
There you go. It's on KPK 1530 AM and News Talk FM 92.5. If you have any questions for Keith, you can contact him. Pick up the phone, 916-925-8900. And check out his website, keithspringer.com as well. Send emails to money@fox40.com. Thanks, Keith. We appreciate it. It's a popular show, and this week kicks off, can you believe this? It's the 25th season for Cops. What you going to do? We're going to be chatting live with the creator and executive producer